Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's
Welcome
go.
back, traders. How are we doing?
I'll wake up
All
to
you
it.
neo degenerates, I love each and every single one of you guys. Hope you guys are all having a pretty bang up holiday weekend, MLK Day, all the good stuff. Barbecues. Probably not in my scope of the world near Chicago, but I just want to take this time to say I'm thankful for each and every single one of you guys, and let's jump straight in to the charts for Neo Stock. You know the drill. We do Fear and Greed Index kind of recap. Stock market sitting in greed, so we will continue to watch how this develops. First time all year, and then fear for crypto. So not surprising, but still very atypical, right? Very atypical. Typically, when you see stock market in greed, you'll also see crypto there. So I think that speaks a little bit to the uncertainty of the monetary policy with tariffs potentially either getting approved or disapproved, and we'll see how the market likes or dislikes that. But Neo Stock, I wanted to take a zoom out on the picture and give you guys a little bit of mental clarity. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this thing, guys. Come on. Neo Stock has been in a parallel channel, and a pretty nasty one at that, right? You saw this insane inverse head and shoulders, which sent you to Pluto. It sent you so high. And from the neckline break that happened at 560, that level is very important in case you guys are wondering. You ran 1,094%. Well, now you're in a parallel channel you broke from. You established an uptrend from that, and you saw three consecutive higher candlesticks, ladies and gentlemen. It's the three white soldiers, in case you guys are new, which plenty of you are. Thank you guys for subscribing. You saw that off of three rising volume bars. Now, that is one of your most bullish macro turnover candlestick formations, whatever you want to call it, in the entire market. And I continue to preach this, that Neo Stock on the macro still looks valid. It still looks very good, very nice. You can see from that, you've seen 1, 2, 3, and now 4 candlesticks, guys. We're at the 19th. I do anticipate you're going to see lower volume than the previous month. I do. And once you do, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks in a row of lowering, decreasing, bearish volume. What is so important about that, guys? Last time you saw that was here. And although you saw a micro rally, right? You saw the bearish volume continue to capitulate until you saw a pretty insane spring. So whatever the morale is, right? I want you guys to take this with you, that this setup is nasty. It is disgusting, right? And I want to cover that, even though you could take that as head and shoulders, right? That's what this was. And everyone was saying $4 is impossible. Well, you take the profit target from that micro head and shoulders, see the break of it, takes you to $4.95. Now, you've been trading and chopping along in this range now for a little bit over a month. A little bit over a month. But I do believe, similar to GameStop, a lot of small cap stocks are forming these falling wedges. You saw a nice close to the day on Friday, a bullish hammer candle, and along with that, guys, you're about to cross the daily RSI band, probably for the first time since here when you made a 5% run and then saw a bearish engulfing candlestick take you lower. And then right here when you saw a 5% run. So if that is any correlation for you guys, I do believe we're going to see about a 5 to 8% rally here into the trend line of the falling wedge before inevitably seeing a little bit of a smackdown and coming down to finally fill this gap at 450. And I will be slapping the ask and jumping on ship as much as I can at these levels as you created this this gap fill sitting at 451. What did you tag down here? You tagged 454, so freaking close, almost to the penny, but you have not filled it yet. So I do anticipate a little relief rally into a little bit of a sell-off here, and these will be your deep effing value opportunities on this stock. If you guys are interested in striking a long, down here might be that last time, that last stop shop before this thing tail ends and fills the so many gaps that is left north of here, sitting the first one at 550, the second one at, what is that, 659, and the third one sitting at 711. Jeez. All three of those gaps, in my opinion, will fill. And I think it'll probably play out something like this, right? Falling wedge, break, chop, right? However long you want to, and then break again. And I believe this because when you take that macro zoom out, guys, right? When in doubt, you zoom out. And my trading view doesn't even want to zoom out. There we go. Super laggy. Still no. We're going to have to refresh. When in doubt, traders, zoom out. This thing is tripping. All right. Let's pull up Neo Stock. All right, we're back. So yeah, when in doubt, guys, traders, zoom out. You can see here on the monthly time frame, your 3 white soldiers candlestick formation. You also see a little bit of action sitting at 771. And this is such an important level because your last 2 times tapping it, you've gotten absolutely obliterated. And it hasn't been fun. But your third test of this channel, guys, the more you test a horizontal resistance or support, the more likely you are to break it. And you can see here, you wrote it as support here, you rejected it with a 38% downside candle, and you formed off of this a little bit of cup action, right? And in doing so, cup action, rejection, you formed a lower low, that's your head, and then you got a little bit of cup action happening again. So guys, if we revisit this 771 location, this price, whatever you want to call it, it is going to be one of the most important levels on this stock's history. Because if you are able, ladies and gentlemen, to mount the buying pressure to break this, you would have completed an inverted head and shoulders. And that price target takes you anywhere in the range of $20 to $16. That's huge, right? And I think it all pairs pretty well together with the last time that IWM ran. And I want to just outline this. We're going to compare it to Neo Stock, and we're going to do it on a new plane. I'm going to delete this. This is completely off the cusp. But I want to look at the first time that Neo Stock ran. We're going to run a vertical line to the time that you broke out, right? Now, you were already freaking doing the dirty, right? Already doing the dirty. But once you broke that flat top resistance, guys, things got crazy. This is Neo down here. This is IWM. This vertical run is what I do anticipate for IWM to do, whether or not you need one more breather or you just do it, right? The stock is so beaten down at these levels, I think you see a reversion soon. When? Not financial advice. I'm not going to give dates, like I'm just here to cover the stock, the formation, the candlesticks. But until then, guys, God bless each and every single one of you guys. I love each and every single one of you guys. And remember, the best is yet to come. Slap the sub button. Let's go.